All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to some Hastings Legion baseball tonight. Having a couple extra people around, we would jump on the Hawks, on the Hawks stream and get some Legion baseball out there for you. Carter Lundstrom will pitch for the Raiders tonight, and Majerus steps in against Carter. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. So Rochester coming up Highway 52 to take on our Raiders tonight. Second pitch is a ball, 1-1. And cut and a miss, strike 2, 1-2. Lundstrom continuing his great work he's been doing, well, for multiple years naturally, but this year especially just been a bulldog on the mound all year for the Raiders. That one's high, 2-2. Seemed like every time the Raiders needed a win, he would pitch 7 shutout innings there at the end of the year. And caught looking there, strike 3 called. Nice pitch there by Carter, 1 away. Raiders looking to get back in the win column. The other night had a tough game against West St. Paul, falling 17-6. After the Hawks' comeback victory last night, I talked for a while with Coach Zaleski. We're really disappointed in the game, but they know it's just one game. First pitch there was a ball. This one just outside for ball 2. And a strike, 2-1. Ryan and I were talking about mental mistakes compared to physical mistakes, and a lot of coaches, you don't want to see those mental mistakes, and they had a few of them the other night, unfortunately. 3-1 here as that one was outside. We'll see if the Raiders can get back in their winning ways tonight. They've had a great season overall this summer. Strike 2 called. So it'll be a full Wernerberg, the number 2 hitter, Gavin. And that's outside. Ball 4, a rare walk out of Lundy, and there'll be 1 on with 1 away.
Catcher, number 16, Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan, the 3 hitter, will bat next for Rochester. Mostly sunny skies. No wind really to speak of at all tonight. Flagpole flagged still. As we get into the game, you see some of these new lights we have going on here at Vets Park, as we had several banks with LED lights now. First pitch fouled away, strike 1. Back here by home plate and out in left field, it'll be a little darker with the old lights, but they are in the process of redoing the whole park, and it's going to be amazing. Big cut and a miss, strike 2. Lundy up 0-2 here, 1 away. Again, the walk to Wernerberg, he is at first. And the pitch, swing and a miss, runner goes. He will get in second with a stolen base, but strike 3 on the batter, and with 2 away, there will be a runner on second for Mueller, the cleanup hitter.
Now batting third baseman, number 12, John Mueller.
First pitch here for a ball, 1-0. Rochester with that runner in scoring position, just needs likely a base hit here to get the first run of the game. We'll see if Carter can prevent that. That one, I believe, is maybe just low, 2-0, close pitch there. And just outside again, 3-0. Lundstrom not missing by much. Maybe just a ball or length or so outside on that one. 3-0 here with 2 away. That one's tapped over Lundy and into center field for a base hit. And the walk will come back to bite the Raiders as Rochester will take a 1-0 lead on a base hit. Up the middle by the cleanup hitter Mueller. And the 2-out single makes it 1-0. 5-hitter Leopold, the pitcher, will bat. Pitcher hitting for Rochester tonight. And Cam Warnerberg is out, I believe, in right field. He will be DH'd for. First pitch, here's a strike. Lundy gets ahead 0-1. Popped up. Over by first. Viles looking for it, and he's got it. Puts it away, and the Raiders get out of the first, giving up the 1-run stolen base, and then a base hit up the middle to center field. So through 1/2 inning, Rochester won. Raiders coming to bat. We'll be right back.
Hendrickson.
Back here for the bottom of the first inning. Raiders down 1-0. Brady Hendrickson will lead off. Off speed in there for strike 1. 0-1. Lundstrom with 20 pitches in the top half of the first inning. Gave up just the 1 walk and single. This one's popped up into shallow center field and gonna drop in for a base hit. So Hendrickson on with the leadoff single. Just a little pop-up into shallow center. And we'll see if he's going to put any, the coach is going to put on any sort of steal or hit and run. Get the runners moving. Raiders coaches are very big on trying to put pressure on the defense, so we may see something here. And that's a ball 1-0. So not on the first pitch anyway, as Henderson stays at first. Hayden Persky up next. Had a good varsity season over at third base. Excuse me, and that's down low for a ball 2-0. Pitch. That one's hit right back up the middle. Slowly to the bag, over to first. And they get the runner Hendrickson at second on the fielder's choice. Didn't get enough of it to get it through the infield. But good hustle by Persky down the line. That'll bring up Gunnar Skov. Gunnar is DHing tonight, getting the net off behind the plate. And first pitch hits him on the shoulder, and the Raiders will have runners on first and second. Speaking of the Hawks, they're down in Cannon on the 4th of July.
Next batter, number 22, Xander McVicker.
And they will have 5 high school guys down there that day. 1 Skov, 2 McKnight, 3 Werner. 4th player down there will be Cooper Pagel and Zach Simon as well. Those 5 guys will be in uniform in Cannon on the 4th of July for the Hawks. Xander McVicker will step in next year with first and second, 1 away. All 3 Raiders have put the ball in play so far. That's high for a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0 delivery. Ball 2-0. And the pitch inside, ball 3-0. Both pitchers just missing, trying to find the edges of the strike zone. As I said, Lundy had 1 walk in the first inning, and now it's a 3-0 count here to McVicker. That one's called a strike, 3-1. Or no, ball 4. Excuse me. His motion to first looked like a strike call, but he was motioning him down to first base. So they are now loaded up here with 1 away for Colton McKnight.
Fielder, number 3, Colton McKnight.
First pitch swinging here out to left field. He makes the catch, but we will get a sac fly here from McKnight. Drives in the Raiders' first run, and we have a tie ball game, 1-1. The sacrifice fly, that will be the second out of the inning for the Raiders. The runners will be at first and second base for Cole Werner. So the sac fly ties the game up for the Raiders here, and they'll look to try to take a lead here. Ball in the dirt, runners advance. Nice base running there by Skov as he gets over to third. McVicker follows to second. And now a 1-0 count. Runners on second and third, and the Raiders have a good chance here. Try to take the lead. Outside for a ball, 2-0. Both teams 1 run on 1 hit this far. That's inside, ball 2-0. 3-0. And ball 4, so Werner walks. And they are now loaded for Joey Horton.
Your next batter, second baseman, number 7, Joey Horton.
Yeah, it's an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 to Joe. Big spot here early in the game with the bases loaded up, 2 away, and he won 1 ball game. Another one, he follows it straight back with another off speed over the outside corner. 0-2 to Horton. And that's down low for a ball, 1-2. Catcher thought it was a strike. So 1-2 to Joe Horton with the bases loaded here in the first. Taps that one foul over by the dugout. Stay at 1-2. Horton, the 7-hitter, if he were to reach, Austin Bile would be next. The first baseman. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and Rochester will get out of the inning, leaving him load up. We're through 1 here at Betts Park, and it's Rochester 1, Hastings 1. We'll be right back.
Leading up shortstop, number 7, George Restovich.
George Restovich will step in to lead off the second inning for Rochester in a 1-1 ball game. Nice pitch there by Carter for strike 1. Bruce and I just talking, both pitchers gave up 1 run on 1 hit and threw 20 pitches apiece in that first inning. Raiders did leave the bases loaded though. Restovich fouls that one off and out of play 0-2.
Again, any help retrieving those foul balls and getting to either dugout is greatly appreciated.
And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So like in the first inning, Lundstrom strikes out the leadoff hitter here in the second inning, and that'll bring up Peterson, the 7-hitter. Good start for Lundstrom. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and 1 out. That one just outside ball 1. One-0 pitch. Called a strike. Did bounce off Kev's glove into the backstop, so Rochester's Cronin will come over and get the ball. It's a 1-1 count. And that one goes over his head into the backstop in 2-1. So that one slipped out of Lundy's hand. Obviously a kid with real good control, unusual for that to happen to him, but he's reset and ready to go with the 2-1 pitch. Right back in the zone for a strike, 2-2. And the pitch. And that one got him. So the 2-2 unfortunately hits Peterson. He'll get on to first base here with One out here in the
Next batter,
second
left
inning.
fielder 22, Miles Cronin.
And Miles Cronin, the number 8 hitter, will bat with one on, one out here, top of the second inning in a tie ball game. So a quick meeting with Carter and Kev, and Kevin's back down here, ready to go. Lundy works pretty quickly, so he already back on the rubber, gets the sign, and is checking the runner. Kicks and fires, that's fouled out of play, strike one. Checks the runner again. Runner's going, steps off, now he'll run right at him. Fires to first. Vile's gonna run him back over. Horton's got him, and they tag Peterson out for the second out of the inning. Nice job there by the Raiders. And now 2 away, nobody on. And Cronin down 0-1 in the count. Lundy kicks and fires. Called strike 2 on the outside half. And called strike 3. Lundstrom with 2 more strikeouts in the second, 4 through 2. Through 1.5 innings here at Vets Park. Rochester 1, Hastings Raiders 1. We'll be right back. Austin Vile step in here for the Raiders in the leading off the bottom of the second. He'll take a strike 0-1. Veteran first baseman for the Raiders. Fouls off the second pitch, and it's quickly an 0-2 count. Leopold kicks and fires and almost got Austin on the shoulder. Just got out of the way. It's a 1-2. This one he reaches out. He'll roll her over to second base. Second baseman up with it. Fires, and he's got a 4-3 put out. Both pitchers working pretty quickly here. Nice pace to the game. And now number 9 hitter Kevin Alvarado will step in.
23, Kevin Alvarado.
Kev gets a start tonight, bat behind the plate, and allows Gunnar Scove to get the night off. In the field, Gunnar batting third and DHing tonight for the Raiders. First pitch is high, 1-0. This one, Kev hits down the right field line, twisting out of play, and that'll land safely over into the dirt. And it's a 1-1 count here. One away, bottom two in a 1-1 ball game. One pitch up. Checks his swing. 2-1 to Kev. Freddie Hendrickson will bat next. That one just down a bit. 3-1. Three-one hit out to short. Shortstop has it. He'll fire across. They get Kev by a couple steps on a 6-3 put out. And about bring up Brady Hendrickson, who has the one hit for the Raiders so far. He hit just a little fly ball into shallow center field to get the Raiders going in the first inning.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Brady Hendrickson.
Okay, Persky reached on the fielder's choice. Hendrickson was out, but Persky'd come around to score. The Raiders' first run back in the first inning. 1-0 count here to Brady. And away, 2-0. Both pitchers now, Lundstrom and Leopold, at 31 pitches. Cutting a miss here. Strike one, 2-1 to Brady Hendrickson. Down in the dirt, 3-1. And Hendrickson will foul that one off over the first base dugout out of play, and it's a full count. So 3-2 to Hendrickson, 2 away, bottom of the second inning. Called strike 3, gets Hendrickson looking. Raiders are done in the second inning. Through 2 innings here at Vets Park, it's a 1-1 ball game. We'll be right back. And we're back. Kev throws down to second. We're just about ready for the third inning. Kason Weiss will lead off, the number 9 hitter. And then Rochester will flip the
Leading off for
order.
Rochester, number 50, Kason Weiss.
Both teams 1 run on 1 hit so far. Lundy with 4 strikeouts through 2 innings. One's just low, I believe, ball 1. 3 of the 4 swinging. And just outside 2-0. And swing and a miss. Strike one, 2-1. Lundstrom 31 pitches through 2 innings. Leopold was at 35. Cut and a miss here. Strike 2, 2-2. And called strike 3. 5th strikeout in 2 1/3 innings for Carter Lundstrom. Lineup will turn over to Majerus, the leadoff hitter.
Second baseman number 3, Lincoln Majerus.
Majerus led off the game and called strike 3. So I said the first of 5 now strikeouts for Carter. First pitch is in for a strike again, 0-1.
Yes, Nick.
High, 1-1. And down and away for ball, 2-1. Foul back to the screen, 2-2. And that one's away, full count. Legion went over to River Falls and won the River Falls tournament last weekend. Nice performance over there, 2-1 on the weekend. And this one is hit out toward short and just past the shortstop Hendrickson for a base hit. Be Rochester's 2nd hit so far tonight. And that bring up Gavin Wernberg. Wernberg walked, stole 2nd, and scored back in the 1st. As both teams plated 1 run back in the 1st inning. Checks the runner, throws over to first. Ball got tangled up with the runner. Austin will pick that up out of the dirt. Give the runner a moment here as he was hit by the ball. Another beautiful night out here at Vets Park. Game time temp was about 80 degrees, not much wind at all. It's a nice sunny evening in Hastings. All right, we're back ready here. Wernberg steps back in. First pitch outside, 1-0. Lundy with 5 strikeouts so far, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, has given up 2 singles. It's just out, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now to Wernberg, who walked, as I said, his first time. Came around to score. So 3-0 from Carter to Wernberg. That one gets through Kavitz, ball 4, so the runner would be advancing anyway. Takes a big turn, decides either put on the brakes, so there'll be runners on 1st and 2nd now with 1 away. Carter up to 46 pitches. And then bring up the number 3 here, Jack Ryan. Strikeout swinging his first time. It's outside for a ball, 1-0. Lundy just missing a little bit outside on a lot of these pitches. And outside again, 2-0. Runners on first and second with one out. Raiders playing back in the middle, trying to induce that ground ball double play. Vile behind the runner at first, and Persky about even with the bag over at third. That's away and gets past Kevin. Both runners will advance, and it's a 3-0 count. Yeah, that one was outside and in the dirt. It was a wild pitch, but I think one Kevin catches most times. Now with one out and runners on second and third, and ball 4. Carter having a little bit of trouble here after that first batter getting that 5th strikeout of the game. Is now giving up a single and 2 walks. And Rochester has them loaded up here, top third, in a 1-1 ball game. Now bring up Mueller, the cleanup hitter, who had Rochester's first hit and drove in the Rochester run back in the first inning. Raiders having a visit on the mound here. Coach Hendrickson has the whole infield in with pitcher Lundstrom and Kev, the catcher.
Your next batter, number 12, John Mueller.
So Mueller, as I said, 1 for 1, singled and drove in the Rochester run back in the first inning. Carter Lundstrom at 50 pitches so far tonight, and he fires. And that's a ball, 1-0. And outside 2-0. So Lundy having some control issues, very unusual for him here in the third inning. There's a strike. Gets back into the zone here, 2-1. Still playing back in the middle for the Raiders. Corner's now up. And the pitch. Strike 2, 2-2. Big pitch here for Carter and the Raiders. 2-2 with one away. Beautiful off-speed strike 3 called. Second out of the inning is another strikeout for Lundstrom. 6 now through 2 2/3.
Pitcher, number 8, Kyle Leopold.
A lot of them on that pitch right there. Struck out 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 so far here in the third inning. That one's high, 1-0. Still bases loaded, 2 away. Corners can play back now for the Raiders. Vile back behind the runner at first. Persky is stepped behind the bag at third. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch fouled, out of play. Back over by the concession stand here at Vets, 1-2. So Lundstrom and the Raiders 1 strike away from getting out of this third inning. And that one's hit down the line softly to first. Vile has it. He touches the bag. Ground out to first base. And Raiders get out of it without giving up a run. 2 walks and a single. Rochester leads. The bag's full. We're through 2.5. 1-1. We'll be right back. we're back here at Vets Park for the bottom of the third. Raiders and the Red Hawks tied at 1. Peyton Bursky will lead off for the Raiders here in the third. Grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. Came around to score the Raiders 1 run as we're in a 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the third inning. Our graphics guy, Braden Jennings, able to update our temp to 79 degrees on the screen. This one's hit down in the corner. Persky around first. He will cruise into second base with a leadoff double. And the Raiders are in business here in the third inning. Gunnar Skov, who's hit by a pitch his first time up. And Gunnar will step in. DHing tonight, as I said earlier, Kevin Alvarado behind the dish. So runner on second, nobody out. And again, hit by pitch on both at bats so far for Gunnar.
Now batting number 22, Xander McVicker.
Runners on first and second for cleanup hitter Xander McVicker. Nobody away, bottom of the third inning. McVicker walked his first time up. Gets this one off the first baseman's glove, bounces past the second baseman, and that all three runners will be safe. And a infield hit for McVicker, and they are now loaded up with nobody away for Colton McKnight. McKnight hit a sac fly, driving the Raiders' run back in the first inning.
Now batting number 3, Colton McKnight.
Raiders only one hit in the first 2 innings, have 2 already here in the third. Called strike 1 to Colton McKnight. That one's hit up past the first baseman into right field. That's another base hit. Throw comes home. Nice play by the right fielder. Will hold the rest of the Raiders on the base paths. And it's now 2-1 Raiders, bottom of the third. Base is still loaded with nobody out. And Cole Werner's going to step in next.
13, Cole Werner.
So I said earlier tonight, McKnight, Werner, and Skov all will be down in Cannon Falls with the Hawks on the 4th of July. And Werner is now hit by a pitch. They'll drive in another run. And the Raiders now lead 3-1. Still nobody out here in the third inning, and Joe Horton will step in next.
Now by number 7, Joey Horton.
Skov, McKnight, Werner, Zach Simon, and Cooper Pagel, all 5 of the high school guys, will be down in Cannon on the 4th of July for the Hawks game. If you're free, it'll be a good time. Great ballpark to be down there, and visitors. Cannon Falls puts on a great show. First pitch here to Joe is low, 1-0. And that one's hit into right field past a diving second baseman. 1 run is in. Second run coming around third. Dives, he's in at home. They go back to second, and just back in time is McKnight. There's 2 more runs come in for Hastings, and a big 4-run inning thus far with nobody away, and it is now a 5-1 Hastings lead. Raiders 5 runs on 5 hits thus far. Rochester 1 run on 2 hits. Both teams have left the bases loaded once so far tonight.
Now batting first baseman, number 27, Austin Vile.
And Austin will bat next. Runners on first and second. Still nobody out. 4 runs in already. And the pitch. Vial hits that one past the third baseman into left field. Left fielder did not get the ball cleanly, and the Raiders will get another run. Gets to the backstop. Nobody's going for the ball. 2 runs will score as Horton comes in, and Vial's going to be all the way over to third base. RBI for Vial, then another run comes in on the air.
Another run comes in. First run came in on the air.
And it is now a 7-1 lead for the Raiders.
Kevin Alvarado.
Alvarado will step in next. Runner at third now in Vial, nobody away. Down, ball 1. Big 6-run third so far for the Raiders. Rochester's brought the infield in and anything more. And the 1-0. That bounces past the catcher to the backstop. Vial's going to come in and make it an 8-1 Raiders lead. Raiders doing a great job on the base paths again tonight. Good anticipation there by Vial, and he's home easily. 2-0 here to Kev. The bases now are empty. And that's high 3-0. Rochester does have some action in the bullpen. That's a strike as Alvarado was taken all the way on 3-0. So 3-1. Kev fouls that one back over the backstop, 3-2. And the full count pitch to Kev. Hits that one past the shortstop into left field for a base hit. Raiders finding holes between first and second and short and third all inning long here. Just piecing together the inning as that is now 6 hits in the inning.
Number 2, Brady Hendrickson.
And we'll get a pinch runner here for Alvarado, the catcher. So Anthony Butler will courtesy run for the catcher. Again, Raiders 6 hits in the inning, 5 singles and a double. 2 batters have been hit by pitch. Rochester's made 2 errors, and a big 7-run third has given the Raiders an 8-1 lead here. Still nobody out. Hendrickson will step in. 9th hitter of the inning, and that's ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Throws down to first. Butler back in time. Anthony had to scamper back. Nice throw down by the Rochester catcher. That is Jack Ryan. Try to get him again. That one, he snapped throw down, but gets away from the first baseman. Throw down to second. Butler's safe there at second. Third Rochester error of the inning. Butler now at second base. Hendrickson on a 2-0 count. Fouled straight back, 2-1. So 2-1 here to Hendrickson. High, 3-1. Oh no, he calls it a strike, 2-2. So 2-2 here to Hendrickson. Nobody away. Butler at second. That one's hit just over the second baseman's head and into right field for a base hit. Butler around third. He will score on a base hit from Brady Hendrickson. 8th run of the inning for the Raiders, and they have batted around as Peyton Persky, who led off the inning with a double, will bat next. And before he does, looks like there's going to be a mound visit and potential pitching change for Rochester. Putting together a clinic in hitting here in the 3rd inning, as they now have 7 base hits, 6 singles and a double.
Of course, all sorts of cool, refreshing.
2 batters hit by pitch and 3 Rochester errors in the inning have helped clear the bases.
Help cool you off. Just restocked the candy, so we pretty much got everything back.
Looks like there will be a pitching change for Rochester.
Still have a couple bags of the Wiley Wallaby licorice. And a really
and
good
we'll get the pitcher's name for you here in a moment.
Refresher.
Step away real quick. We'll be right back.
It's a giant dill pickle.
So Sam Bushray will step on the mound for Rochester and relieve here in the 3rd inning. Raiders with 8 runs in here in the 3rd already, leading 9-1. Batted around. Persky batting for the 2nd time in the inning. Just outside for a ball, 1-0. Persky 1 for 2 has scored 2 runs. So I said, led off this inning with a double. That's down low, ball 2, 2-0. Pitch down in the dirt, 3-0 to Persky. Gunnar Skov will bat next. Hopefully will not get hit for the 3rd time tonight. He's been hit both times. Persky hits one down to 3rd. Go to 2nd for 1. Get the lead runner, Hendrickson. Oh, and he said that he did not make the play at 2nd. And there'll be 2 on. Still nobody out here in the 3rd inning.
Now batting number 4, the DH, Gunners, go.
And Gunners go 2 on, still nobody out here in the 3rd inning. 11th man to bat thus far. Fouls that one back over the screen, 0-1.
Again, any help getting those foul balls back to either dugout is greatly appreciated.
Long look back at the runner. Checks their 3rd time, and Gunner will call time. And the pitch. Almost got him on the shoe tops there. 1-1. Bushray working a little more slowly than Leopold. This one's fouled back again, 1-2 to the Gunner. So 1-2 here to go for 1st and 2nd. Nobody out here in the 3rd inning. 8 runs already in for the Raiders. And there's a cut and a miss. Gunners down on strikes for the 1st out of the inning. That was the 11th batter of the inning and the 1st out for Rochester's. Really had a struggle in the field this inning.
Your next batter, left fielder number 22, Xander McVicker.
So McVicker will bat again. 1 for 2 tonight with a run, or 1 for 1 with a run scored and a walk. First 7 men of the inning have scored for the Raiders. This one's inside for a ball, 1-0. First 8 men, have scored. Hendrickson and Persky at 2nd and 1st base. 1-0 pitch. Sit down the left field line, but out of play, and it'll be 1-1.
Watch out for the alligators down there.
Pitch here, swing and a miss, 1-2. And pitch. That one's hit out to short. He's got it, throws over to 1st. And they hit McVicker by a step. Both runners will move up into scoring position with 2 away on the 6-3 put out. I'll bring up Colton McKnight.
Now at the plate, center fielder number 3, Colton McKnight.
McKnight had a sac fly in the 1st, scoring the 1st run of the night for the Raiders. Also a single scoring another run here in the 3rd. And then he also came around to score himself. So 1 for 1. With a run scored and 2 RBIs already. First pitch fouled back to the screen, 0-1. 13th man to come to the plate here in the 3rd inning for the Raiders. 0-1 pitch. High, 1-1. Bushray had 14 pitches so far here in the third, since he came in to relieve Leopold. And time called at the plate. As I said earlier, Bushray works at a much slower pace than Leopold was working at. One pitch outside, 2-1. And the 2-1 outside, 3-1. Colton McKnight. Cole Werner on deck. Werner was walked and was hit by a pitch so far tonight, 0 for 0. And the 3-1 pitch, down and in, ball 4. McKnight reaches for the second time in the inning, and that will bring up Werner. So I said 0 for 0.
Number 13, Cole Werner.
Walked and hit by a pitch. When he was hit earlier this inning, it drove in a run, and then he came around to score himself. So he's 0 for 0 with a walk, hit by a pitch, has scored a run, and has an RBI. He'll bat here 2 away in the third. Base is full of Raiders. And that's down and away for a ball, 1-0. 14th Raider to bat here in the third inning. And the pitch, tap foul, back to the screen, 1-1. And Cole steps back in, 1-1 here. Base is full of Raiders in the third inning. Got a piece of it, caught though for strike 2. And now Werner down in the count, 1-2. And a tie, 2-2. 2-2 here now to Werner. That gets by the catcher to the backstop. Hendrickson comes in to score the 9th run, the third inning for the Raiders. Now runners move up to second and third. Full count now to Werner with 2 away. Now a 10-1 Hastings lead. Full count, 2 outs. And the pitch. That one over to first. First baseman dives, knocks it down. Throw over to first, not in time. That's an infield single and another RBI for Werner, who's driven in a run each of his 3 plate appearances. It's now 11-1 Raiders. And the 15th man of the inning to bat will be Joe Horton.
Now batting, number 7, second base, Joey Horton.
Joey 1 for 2, struck out, and then a 2-run base hit earlier this inning. Came around to score as well. Pitch here. That one's tapped over the second base bag. The second baseman, shortstop collide, but the second baseman has it. As Horton pops out to second to end the third inning for the Raiders, but not before 15 men bat. Raiders scored 10 runs on 8 hits. 2 men were hit by a pitch. There's a walk and a fielder's choice as well. We're through 3 here at Betts Park. Raiders 11, Rochester 1. We'll be back.
Left on base. Hastings jumps out 2.
The number 6 hitter for Rochester. Struck out swinging his first time. He swings and misses here. It's 1-1. Lundstrom got out of the top of the third, leaving the bases loaded in a 1-1 game. It's fouled back 1-2. And his teammates rewarded him with a big break, a 10-run, 15-man inning. And the Raiders on the 11-1 going into the 4th inning. See how Carter handles that long break. 1-2 now. Swing and a strike 3. 7th strikeout tonight for Carter Lundstrom.
Now batting the DH number 1, Victor Peterson.
7-hitter Peterson hit by a pitch his first time. That's inside for ball 1-0. Lundstrom with 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 hit batter, and was given up just a that one in there for strike 2, 1-2. High, 2-2. Lundstrom with 2 strikeouts, both are in all first 3 innings for second and third. And now 2 here in the 4th. As he gets Peterson and that Brent Cronin struck out swinging to end these.
Now batting the fielder number 22, Miles Cronin.
Great start to this 4th inning. Very long break. That 10-run 3rd inning. Not affecting Carter in the least. This one's tapped out to second. Horton's got it. Throws high. Vile gets it and stretches out. Nice play by Austin to get the bag with the right foot. 3 up, 3 down for Rochester in the 4th. Raiders will bat here on 4, leading 11-1. Be right back.
Scratch that. Let's do the 4th inning stretch. Why not?
And we're back here, bottom of the fourth
Number
inning.
12, Kyle Moronic.
11-1 for the lead for the Raiders as Kyle Moronic will bat now for Hastings. And strike one called. Kyle done a nice job pitching again for the Raiders this summer. We'll be heading down to my hometown of Austin. And a called strike there. And Morona quickly in the 0-2 hole. Hits this one out to left center and pretty deep. Center fielder over, and he will make the catch. Morona gave it a ride, but in this ballpark, you really have to get a hold of one. And center fielder runs that one down for the first out of the fourth inning. Now, Tyson Werner will get an at-bat.
Now bat number 6, Tyson Werner.
Ty will bat here, and he'll hit one to third. Third baseman up with it, fires. Great leaping grab by the first baseman. That is Kason Weiss over at first. Skies into the air, makes the grab and comes down on the bag. And 2 away here for the Raiders in the fourth inning. Strike call. So Luke Werner will get an at bat.
15, Luke Werner.
So Werner pops this one into center field. Center fielder coming over. He's got it. And a 3-up, 3-down, fourth inning for the Raiders, but they lead comfortably here as we go to the fifth. 11-1 ball game. We'll be right back. Back here at the top of the fifth, pitching change for the Raiders. 4 innings tonight for Lundstrom. 1 run, 2 hits allowed.
Number 3, Colton McKnight.
Struck out 8 through 4 innings, 2 in each of those innings. And Colton McKnight will pitch here in the fifth. With McKnight on the mound, Tyson Werner's come into left field for the Raiders. McVicker over to center. Everybody else who was pinch hit for is back in the game. Alvarado behind the dish. Vial over at first. Horton and Hempson at second and short. Persky at third base. And Cole Werner back in right field. And the number 9 hitter, Weiss, will step in.
Number 50, first baseman, Kason Weiss.
Weiss with that great leaping play back in the top, or excuse me, the bottom of the fourth inning when we got Werner skied through the air, made the play, came down on the bag, got Tyson by a step, and McKnight is ready. Swing and a miss, strike one. And the 0-1, swing and a miss again, strike two, 0-2. 70 pitches tonight for Carter. Bruce Crichton made 69 pitches tonight through 4 innings. That's down for a ball, 1-2. Strike three called, but it gets away from Alvarado. Weiss running down to first and will be in. So he'll reach, and his ball gets the backstop on a called strike three.
Number 3, Lincoln Garris.
Still the 9th strikeout for Raiders pitching tonight as Lundstrom 2 strikeouts in the first, second, third, and fourth innings. Pitch to Majerus, swing and a miss, strike one. And that one's just outside for ball, 1-1. And another swing and a miss, strike two, 1-2. Two weekends from now, the Raiders will be in that big 96 team tournament. So this one's down 2-2. I believe our pool play is over in Eden Prairie. Two pitch, high, 3-2. So full count, nobody out. Runner at first, and the pitch. That one's low for a ball 4, and Rochester now with 2 on and nobody out. That'll bring up Gavin Wernberg, the 2-hitter.
Center fielder number 11, Gavin Wernerberg.
Wernerberg has walked twice, 2 of the 4 walks by Rochester. First pitch is right in there for a strike, 0-1. So Weiss reaches, even though he struck out, as the ball got to the backstop, and now a walk to Majerus. And Rochester has something going here in the 5th inning. That one's tapped over to first, caught by Vile. Over to second base, double play. Nice play by Austin Vile. So line out to first, and then they get the lead runner. So 2 quick outs, and Rochester now with just the runner at first. Jack Ryan will step in. Struck out and walked so far tonight. Nice bender over the outside corner. Strike one. Oh, 1 pitch, runner goes. That one's hit out to center field. Center fielder's drifting back is McVicker. He's got it. Fly out to center field. And Werner gets Rochester down here in the 5th inning. And that will do it for us here. A short night at the park as Hastings takes the victory 11-1.
For Hastings, 11 runs, 10 hits.
Hastings and Rochester both score 1 in the first, but 10 huge runs in the 3rd inning. And the Raiders come away with an 11-1 victory. 11 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Raiders. 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors for Rochester. The winning pitcher, Carter Lundstrom, seems like he wins virtually every time he's on the mound. 4 innings, 8 strikeouts tonight for Carter, just giving up the 2 hits. Leopold, the tough luck loser, with that huge 10-run third inning. He goes 3+ innings, gives up 10 runs, and he will be your loser tonight. Again, we will be back on the 4th of July. We'll actually be down in Cannon Falls for the Hawks-Bears game. Again, 4 guys on this Legion team will be in Hawks uniforms. And the 4th of July is Skove, McKnight, and Werner will join Zach Simon in uniform, and also Cooper Pagel. Should be a large Legion flavor down there on the 4th of July. If you've not been down there, it's a great ballpark to visit, and a really friendly group down in Cannon. Probably one of maybe our very favorite team to play against. Really great group of guys down there. So please join us down there on the 4th if you can. Thanks again for listening tonight. Raiders with an impressive 11-1 win over Rochester. Have a good night and a great 4th of July.